Welcome to Kelly Ripa Show's channel. The night of the Oscars is always full of glamour, surprises, and unforgettable moments. But sometimes the real conversations begin after the awards are handed out. When the cameras leave the red carpet and celebrities finally relax, that's when the most honest and entertaining stories come out. And that's exactly what happened during the special After Oscars episode of Live with Kelly and Mark. Fans who stayed up to watch Live with Kelly and Mark after the Oscars show were treated to something different, something more personal, more fun, and more revealing than the awards ceremony itself. Instead of stiff speeches and rehearsed lines, viewers got laughter, real reactions, and a behind-the-scenes look at Hollywood's biggest night. Because when you bring together hosts like Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, you know the conversation is going to be lively, unpredictable, and full of energy. The Oscars have always been one of the biggest nights in entertainment. The prestigious Academy Awards celebrates the best performances, films, and creators of the year. But for fans watching from home, the excitement doesn't end when the ceremony finishes. That's why the post-Oscars episode of Live with Kelly and Mark has become a favorite tradition for many viewers. The show gives fans a chance to hear honest reactions from hosts and guests who have just experienced Hollywood's biggest night. This year's episode delivered exactly that. As the show opened, Kelly and Mark wasted no time diving into the conversation. The couple, known for their natural chemistry and playful humor, shared their thoughts about the biggest wins and the most surprising moments from the night. Kelly started by reflecting on the excitement surrounding the ceremony. She explained how every year the Oscars bring a mix of emotions: joy for the winners, disappointment for some nominees, and unforgettable surprises that fans talk about for weeks. Mark agreed, saying that the unpredictability of the Oscars is what makes the night so special. "You never really know what's going to happen," he said with a smile, and viewers could feel that excitement through their screens. One of the highlights of the episode was when Kelly and Mark talked about the atmosphere inside the event venue. Even though millions of people watch the Oscars on television, the energy inside the room is something completely different. According to Mark, the room is filled with anticipation from the very beginning. Celebrities greet each other, cameras flash everywhere, and everyone knows that history might be made at any moment. Kelly added that even for experienced stars, the Oscars can still feel overwhelming. "It's one of those nights where even the biggest actors become fans again," she said. That simple observation resonated with viewers because it reminded them that behind the glamour, celebrities are still people who admire each other's work. Another topic that quickly caught viewers' attention was the discussion about the red carpet. The red carpet is always one of the most talked about parts of the Oscars. Fashion experts, fans, and journalists spend hours analyzing every outfit, every accessory, and every style choice. Kelly and Mark had plenty to say about that as well. Kelly joked that the preparation behind those red carpet looks is far more intense than most people realize. Stylists, designers, makeup artists, and hair professionals all work together to create a single appearance that lasts just a few minutes in front of photographers. Mark laughed and added that while the stars look calm and confident, the preparation behind the scenes can feel like organized chaos. That honesty made the conversation feel real, and viewers appreciated it. But the episode didn't just focus on fashion or winners. Kelly and Mark also discussed the emotional side of the Oscars. Every year there are powerful speeches, heartfelt tributes, and moments that remind audiences why movies matter. Kelly mentioned how some speeches can instantly become historic because they capture the spirit of the moment. Mark added that sometimes the most meaningful moments are not the ones people expect. A small gesture, a surprised reaction, or a few honest words can become the highlight of the entire evening. During the conversation, the hosts also referenced a viral topic that had already started trending online. Many fans had been talking about the headlines circulating across entertainment media. Mark Consuelos uses live to tell Kelly Ripa things he's scared to talk about. Had sparked curiosity among viewers because it showed a more vulnerable and personal side of the couple. Kelly laughed about the headline during the show, explaining that when you host a daily program together with your spouse, unexpected conversations can happen. Mark responded with humor, saying that sometimes honesty makes the best television. The audience loved that exchange because it showed the authenticity that has made Live with Kelly and Mark so popular. One of the most enjoyable parts of the episode was when the hosts shared funny observations about the night. From unexpected camera reactions to small backstage moments, Kelly and Mark described details that viewers would never see during the official broadcast. Kelly talked about how some celebrities look incredibly calm on camera, but become surprisingly nervous just before their category is announced. Mark added that sometimes the reactions happening off-camera are even more dramatic than the ones viewers see on television. These kinds of behind-the-scenes insights made fans feel like insiders. The conversation also touched on how the Oscars continue to evolve. Over the years, the ceremony has changed in many ways, from the types of films that win awards to the way audiences watch the show. Kelly pointed out that today's viewers experience the Oscars not only on television, but also through social media, online clips, and instant reactions from fans around the world. Mark agreed and said that the global conversation around movies has become more powerful than ever. Within minutes of a winner being announced, millions of people are already sharing opinions, reactions, and memes online. This digital excitement adds a new layer to the experience. As the show continued, the hosts reflected on why the Oscars remain so important after nearly a century. Kelly explained that movies have the power to bring people together, inspire creativity, and tell stories that stay with audiences for years. Mark added that the Oscars represent recognition for the artists who dedicate their lives to filmmaking. From actors and directors to writers, editors, and composers, the ceremony celebrates the teamwork that makes great movies possible. Another interesting moment came when Kelly asked viewers to think about their own favorite films from the year. She pointed out that while awards are exciting, the real magic of cinema happens when audiences connect with a story. Mark agreed and said that sometimes the films people remember the most are not always the ones that win the biggest awards. That perspective sparked an engaging discussion that felt relatable for fans watching at home. Throughout the entire episode, what stood out the most was the genuine connection between the hosts. Because Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are married in real life, their conversations feel natural and spontaneous. They tease each other, laugh together, and occasionally challenge each other's opinions. That dynamic is one of the main reasons the show continues to attract loyal viewers year after year. Fans feel like they are listening to a real conversation rather than a scripted performance. As the After Oscars episode moved toward its final moments, Kelly and Mark reflected on the excitement of the evening. The Oscars had delivered memorable wins, emotional speeches, and plenty of moments that fans would continue discussing for days. But the hosts reminded viewers that the true celebration of film happens beyond the awards themselves. Movies inspire conversations, spark imagination, and connect people from different cultures and backgrounds. And that is something worth celebrating every year. Before wrapping up, Kelly shared one final thought. She said that the best part of hosting the After Oscars show is hearing from fans who love movies just as much as the hosts do. Mark agreed and thanked viewers for joining them during such an exciting night in entertainment. For many fans, the post-Oscars episode of Live with Kelly and Mark felt like the perfect way to end Hollywood's biggest evening. Instead of formal speeches and polished red carpet interviews, viewers got laughter, honesty, and real conversation. And that's exactly what made the show memorable. If you enjoyed this story and want to stay updated on the latest moments from Kelly and Mark, make sure you keep watching more updates and special reports right here on Kelly Ripa Shows.